white chocolate. I'm not even going to get into the debate of whether it's chocolate or not. People want to know how to make it. I'm going to show you how to make it, okay? If you've tried dark chocolate or milk chocolate, this is like falling off a log. This is simple. So the reason it's actually called chocolate still is it does start with chocolate, but you've got your beans, your nibs, and they press out the cocoa butter. The remaining cake goes off, turns into cocoa powder. What's left is cocoa butter. Right there, cocoa butter. That's why it's called white chocolate. Because it is based from it. So anyway, there's not as much variation as dark and milk with white. You've only got 3 ingredients. You're kind of hand-tied a little bit about how much you can vary stuff. You get too far outside of the window and it either doesn't taste like milk chocolate or you have trouble flowing, and well, there you go. So I found this recipe works pretty well, and so here it goes. Again, as I always do, I tend to work and make things in 1 kilogram batches. For my test ones, you can scale them up accordingly. So for a kilogram, we've got 1/3 of each of these. 333 grams. I didn't cut the gram in half, so 333 grams of cocoa butter, 333 grams of sugar, 333 grams of milk powder. Melt your cocoa butter. Add your, preferably heated sugar and heated milk powder to your melanger. Let it go for 24 hours. You're going to have white chocolate. It's pretty much that simple. Couple other little details. The reason I pick 1/3 of these, aside from it being simple, is that puts it at a 33% fat content. If you watched or remember from the milk chocolate, you want to try to keep your chocolates around 35%. Yes, it's a little under, but this is a full fat milk powder. It contains some milk fat. That contributes in and gives you the extra fat you need. Same deal with like the milk chocolate was. You've got a couple optional ingredients if you want to add them. You've got lecithin, soy lecithin. Again, totally optional, not required. If you want to add it, it'll, again, help reduce the viscosity a little bit. The other good reason for this in all of your chocolates, if you're going to be end up cooking with your chocolates, it tends to help emulsify when you add a liquid in. So if you're making a ganache, for instance, it won't separate out, It's just a little helpful, not required. Same deal. Vanilla beans. There's not a lot of flavor here. You've got a really light chocolate flavor. Sugar, I do use a slightly unrefined one, but it's just a little bit of richness. There's not much flavor there. And milk powder, again, there's some flavor, but we're talking about white chocolate. So a lot of people associate vanilla with white chocolate. It really comes through. 1 or 2 vanilla beans, your call, add more if you want. I split them down the center. I scrape out the seeds. I add them to my warmed my warmed cocoa butter. Let them steep 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever it's convenient for you. Pull out the outer beans, leave the scraped seeds inside, and proceed on. Last thing, for as well as or as much as I sell it, we've got 2 varieties of cocoa butter. You've got a natural cocoa butter, which is a pressing of a roasted bean. It's actually got a really nice rich aroma. And I like what it contributes to actually all the chocolates. My preference is always natural, and it's what it's just called. And it's in contrast to a deodorized cocoa butter. Very much paler. What they do is actually add it to, or put it into boiling water. Many of the impurities, a lot of the color, a lot of the flavor, a lot of the aroma leach into the water. They let it cool, solidify it, and they pull off the deodorized. There's lacking enough flavor here already. I don't know why you'd want to do it, but to each his own. Some people do. But that's my take. That's about it for white chocolate. It's pretty simple. But again, come watch how to do it, and thanks. All right, we are making white chocolate here, or more to the point, I guess. Well, I guess we're making it. There's nothing to finish up on the other two chocolates that you may have watched, milk chocolate and dark chocolate. We had nibs to worry about. This is none of that. So I've got equal portions of natural cocoa butter, some milk powder, and some sugar. They're all going to go into the melanger, and 24 hours from now, we're going to have white chocolate. So yeah, let's get it going. Oh, before I started, actually, quick note about the melanger. It's another in my collection. This one's from Premier also. It has a neat little tilting function that allows you to pour the chocolate out. Again, I don't carry this one. You go look up Indie Chocolate, INDI Chocolate. They've got them. Great little company. So anyway, get it going. Get the cocoa butter in. I want to stop that for just a second because it's so loud, but I wanted to make sure I made a point. That cocoa butter's up at about 300 degrees. I can see a little bit of the smoke coming off. It's mostly because it's cold in here. Actually, it's not really smoke. But it again helps heat up the bowl and lets us add these ingredients pretty quickly. Also gives a lot of energy to actually letting some flavors develop. So feel free to heat it up to 200, 300 if you want. Doesn't really start smoking until 4, burning hotter than that. So bring it on up. It's okay. Gives you a nice buffer zone. Sort of like hitting the ground running. So anyway, off we go. Okay, in goes the sugar. And this is just going to easily go all in. Okay, all the sugar made it in, and we can start getting the milk powder in now. Again, nice and easy, not too fast. And again, not unlike the milk chocolate and the others, we may have to give this a couple minutes to refine down to be able to go in and not clump up, but we'll see. I can just start doing it a little bit of clumping here, but not too bad. See if we can get it all in. Certainly it's quieting down, you can tell. And I actually think we're going to make it in. Yep. There we go. It is all in. It's pretty viscous. It's like a pretty thick cake batter at the moment, but that's going to thin down. I'm going to give the same exact recommendations to you. Is leave off your lid for about 3 hours. Milk especially is hygroscopic. It likes to absorb moisture. After you've heated sugars, they do too. So there's a little bit in there. And even though we don't have the cocoa solids that might seize it, I'd rather not take the chance. I actually have never officially seized white chocolate, and I don't want to try it. So just get into that habit. Leave it off for 3 hours. Come back tomorrow, 24 hours, and we can show you how to temper it up. That's about all to be said for white chocolate. Have a good one. Thanks.